been a while since we've updated you guys on Project Pilehouse because we've been so busy with getting Project Resolution ready for the Summer Classic. I want to show you guys what I've been doing behind the scenes and what's to come with the truck. Originally, Project Pilehouse started out as something that was just going to be a ratty beater truck I was going to throw together and just drive it around. Well, like a lot of projects, this went a little bit out of hand, and now I've decided that I think I'm going to make the truck pretty darn nice. I started with making a smooth custom firewall. Along the way, I used the Eastwood English Wheel, the shrinker stretcher, and I used the Eastwood MiG 175 to weld the new smooth firewall back into the truck. Now with the firewall looking pretty good and the truck getting a little sturdier, I decided to move on to the steering column. I wanted to make a custom, really no-frills steering column for this truck that kind of looks period correct. I went to the junkyard and I scored a late 40s Packard steering column housing that I thought would look pretty cool. I then ordered up some Speedway Motors universal steering parts, welded everything together, and was able to mate that to the original S10 power steering box. Along the way, I used the Eastwood TIG 200 DC to make a column drop, and then some prototype Eastwood hole saws to actually cut the hole in the firewall and make everything nice and clean when it was all set up. Some of you may remember early on in the project, we mounted this 50 Dodge body on top of an early 90s S10 chassis. Well, the truck was so rough when we originally started working on it that I had to weld in some temporary floor pans just to keep everything from shifting around. Well, now that we're further along in the project, I'm ready to make some nice, new, permanent floor pans for the truck. I started by cutting out the old temporary floor pans using the Eastwood VersaCut 40. I then used the Eastwood bead roller to roll some beads in the 18 gauge panels that I cut for the floor to give them some strength and rigidity. Right now I'm actually working on welding the floor pans back into the truck using the Eastwood MiG 175. I think it's going to turn out pretty darn good. Now that I have some nice new strong floor pans in the truck, I needed to move outwards to the door jambs. The door jambs on this truck were really rotten, and I needed to recreate those panels from scratch. I ended up using the Eastwood VersaBend brake as well as the bead roller to recreate those panels, and they pretty much look like the originals if you didn't know any better. Project Resolution isn't the only one that has lofty goals for the Eastwood Summer Classic this year. I have a few key items that I want to get done before the show. The first idea that I have is to take the original Dodge seat frame and reskin it to make it a custom bomber bench seat. This is going to require a lot of bead rolling and should be a pretty fun project. The next thing I want to do is take the Pace Performance 350 crate engine and mate it to the new TCI TH350 transmission and get it all mounted inside the truck. Hopefully, maybe if I'm lucky, I might have the truck running for the show. Stay tuned for future updates and don't forget to subscribe to the Eastwood channel. We'll have all of our projects out at the Eastwood Summer Classic on July 13th and we hope to see you there.